My parents shouted at me for standing up for my baby. My son Oliver was 4 months old when he got diagnosed with a severe dairy protein allergy. The pediatrician was clear. No regular formula, even trace amounts could send him to the hospital. We switched to hypoallergenic formula that cost 3 times as much, but within a week he was a different baby. No more screaming, no more rashes. My mom Helen offered to watch Oliver twice a week while I worked from home. She'd raised 3 kids without allergies. I needed the help, and she was free. I said yes. After 2 weeks, Oliver started getting sick again. Same symptoms: screaming, rashes, horrible diapers. I took him back to the doctor twice. Everything pointed to dairy exposure, but I couldn't figure out how. Mom kept saying these allergies are overdiagnosed. When I mentioned the doctor confirmed dairy exposure, she said doctors push expensive solutions for kickbacks. Then Oliver had a really bad episode after Mom watched him Thursday. He screamed for 6 hours. His face swelled up. That night, I found a formula stain on his burp cloth that smelled sweeter. I checked his formula container. The powder looked different. That's when it clicked. I ordered a hidden camera that looked like a phone charger and set it up in Oliver's nursery. Monday morning, I watched the feed on my phone. At 9:30, Mom poured Oliver's special formula into a Ziploc bag. She pulled regular Similac from her purse and poured that into his bottle. My own mother was poisoning my baby. I kept recording. She made 3 bottles. Regular formula every time. That evening, I called my parents and brother over. I pulled up the footage on the TV. Mom got defensive immediately. I was helping. You're wasting money when he doesn't need it. I've been giving him regular formula for 2 weeks and he's fine. I said he's been sick constantly because of you. She shook her head. Babies get fussy. You're being paranoid. Dad said the doctor confirmed the allergy. Mom said doctors diagnose everything now. Oliver doesn't really have an allergy. I proved it. Look, he's not dead. I lost it. You've been making my son sick on purpose. She started dead-ass crying. I can't believe you're attacking me. I watch your son for free. Dad looked at me like I was the problem. You set up a hidden camera to spy on your own mother? That's what's disturbing. I pulled out my phone and called our pediatrician's emergency line. Put it on speaker. The nurse said what she did could have killed him. This is intentional harm. Contact police immediately. Mom's face went white. Dad stood up. You're going to destroy this family over formula? I said get out of my house. Dad refused. We're not leaving until you calm down. I started dialing 911. They rushed to the door. Mom stopped and said you're going to regret this. The second they left, Dad called back screaming, you just humiliated your mother. We're done. 10 minutes later, my brother called. Mom collapsed. Panic attack. I called the police and filed a report. The officer came within an hour. This is child endangerment. Clear cut. My phone wouldn't stop ringing. My aunt screaming that Mom's in the hospital because of me. My brother texted Dad's telling everyone I falsely accused her. He's getting a lawyer. Next morning, a detective showed up. Your mother wants to press charges for defamation. I showed him the footage. He shook his head. She doesn't have a case. We're moving forward with charges against her. 2 days later, Dad showed up pounding on my door. I looked through the Ring camera. He had papers. I called the police. He tried to serve me with a restraining order. The officer said this hasn't been approved. You need to leave, Dad screamed from the driveway. You're dead to us. Dead, my brother texted. Dad's at the police station saying you're mentally unstable. That night, someone threw a rock through my window. I called the police again. My brother called whispering. Dad's showing up at your work tomorrow to tell your boss you're having a breakdown. I emailed my boss immediately. Attached the police report. She alerted security. 3 weeks later, Mom took a plea deal. Reckless endangerment, probation, restraining order. Dad sent one final text. We have no daughter. Tell Oliver his grandparents are dead. I blocked them both. Changed my locks. Installed cameras.